Are you ready?
Think so. Are you?
I think so.
Let's go then.
Good morning. In this video, we are officially going to be completing phase 1 of this year, known as the Italy Affair, while on a mission to travel to every single country in Europe.
Right now, we are in an area called the Black Forest in Germany, and today we have to take a 700-kilometer drive all the way to the west coast of France to a place called Calais, where we're going to be jumping on a ferry all the way to Dover, England.
For the past 2 nights, we've been staying at a free little parking spot. As you can see, it's right next to a sports field. And there's a lot of other camper vans over here. We only recently found out that there's free spots like this throughout Europe, so we're taking advantage of it. And what's nice is there's a machine down there where we can get water for €1 in order to fill up the water tanks in the van. I'm sure by now you know the procedure. Warm up the van. It's a diesel. Oh, so good to feel the sun. I'm wearing short sleeve t-shirts. This is so great. I hate winter.
So the machine where we fill up the water only takes €1 coins. So we've had to collect so many €1 coins so that we can do this.
These machines are a lifesaver.
They definitely are. There we go.
€1 coin. I mean, I don't know why they don't take card. It's 2025.
They should be taking Bitcoin.
Thank you. The machine says we're only getting 40 litres for €1. It's kind of a rip-off. Generally, we get about 100 litres. So, yeah, 40 litres will last us one day.
Worst job in the world, that's for you to do. I'm gonna save you guys the horribleness of looking at that.
We'll blur it out.
Oh, that smells. Not our pee,
Not
the
our
drain.
pee, but the drain.
There are certain jobs with van lifing that I do, and there are certain jobs that Daniel does, and the toilet was a non-negotiable for me. That is Daniel's job through and through. So gross. Ah, it stopped. It stops already. Do you think that's 40 litres already?
We could be scammed. I've actually learnt a way to empty water out of the hose pipe.
The wind is blowing this way, so you just wet me.
But now all the water is out the hose pipe.
So it won't drip in the van.
Yep.
Okay, let's go. So we've opted to take the non-toll route today because the tolls here in Europe are very expensive. But the route that we're traveling today seems to be taking us through Luxembourg and Belgium. But the reason why we are going to the UK is because Big Red needs to do his yearly MOT, and that is due within the next week. And if we don't do it now, it means that if we cross over to the UK later, Big Red is actually going to be illegal on the UK roads, and we do not want that.
Feel for the journey. €1.59
Ah, that's not too bad
per
actually.
litre.
That's not too bad.
Danke.
What's the kilometers on the dash?
248,854.
So I keep a little logbook just for interest sakes, just to see how much we pay for diesel. And I was looking to see what was the cheapest country we've paid so far, and I think where we've just filled up was one of the cheapest.
Really?
It was €1.59. And the cheaper one than that this year so far was in San Marino, and that was €1.54. In Italy we were paying basically €1.60, €1.70, and in Albania we paid also about €1.60, €1.70.
I like doing those little statistics because at the end of the day you'll be able to calculate exactly how many litres per 100 kilometers your van drives over the total period, rather than just a little like between the increments that you fill up. Yeah, it's data. Who doesn't like data? I do. France!
France! Are we going through France?
Yeah. I don't know. GPS is taking us to weird roads. So we're going France, Luxembourg, Belgium, back France.
Oh, that's weird.
They say that's the shortest route, so... And we don't know Germany, or France, or Belgium, or Luxembourg, so we follow the GPS. To Luxembourg and Belgium we go.
We always try and look for a sign that welcomes us into a new country, and I missed the one for Luxembourg.
You have one job.
I had one job.
One job!
It sprung on me so quickly that by the time I wanted to put the camera on, we had already passed it. But we are officially in Luxembourg.
Well, seeing that we're going to be entering Belgium, there's one thing that has been on our mind ever since we left the place. And that is called stofvlees.
Stofvlees?
Stofvlees? I don't know, but it's a meat stew put on top of French fries. And my goodness, have I been wanting that for a very, 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 very long time. So we are going to eat that again today.
It is currently 4:30 and we haven't really eaten much today, so that's going to be our lunch/dinner.
I'm so excited.
Let's hope that we can catch Belgium's one. Looks like we are right by the border, and I think that is the sign. Belgium!
Belgium! Belgium, I'm probably saying that wrong. It's weird that the language of the country that you're into, that doesn't even make sense.
Try again.
The name of the country is written on that board of the country that you've come from. So if you've come from France into Belgium, it's written in French. If you're probably coming from the Netherlands into Belgium, then that board will be written in Dutch.
Oh, that's interesting. But it's literally, I don't know if you can see the time, it is 16:48. So it took us 18 minutes from the French-Luxembourg border to the Luxembourg-Belgium border.
Small country.
Small country.
So we have just stopped at the place where we're going to be eating stofvlees, and I'm so excited, but at the same time, we screwed up.
You screwed up. Okay, no, we screwed up. Mm-hmm.
So we're sitting now in the north of Belgium, near a town called Antwerp, instead of being close to the border of France, and where we need to catch the ferry to England. So the place that we're supposed to go to is still like 2.5 hours away.
So we're still going to eat here. We drove all this way, so we might as well. But we found a different parking where we can stay for tonight, which is about 20 minutes away. And lucky for us, our ferry tomorrow is only in the afternoon, so we still have time to get there.
Yes, now I'm just excited for stofvlees.
Yeah.
Hello.
How are you? Can we please get one stofvlees? Yes. With fries? Okay, well we have our stofvlees. Okay, well, this is home sweet home for the night. It's a free little parking spot that we found on Park for Night. Luckily, we're not the only ones here. It's in a little suburb, but it also looks like there's a park there and a whole dumping station over here. So pretty good if you ask me. Now I'm excited to eat some stofvlees. Oh, that looks so good. There are the chips. And this is the meaty gravy. It's like a stew meat with gravy. So I'm gonna place some chips or fritas, as they like to call it here in Belgium, on the plate, and then we'll pour some stofvlees over the chips. Yummy.
Oh, this smells so good. It almost smells like a curry pie, to be honest.
Gonna dip my chip in the gravy. That is so good. It's not as good as the one that we had when we first came, but it's still yummy.
Good morning, guys. So we've woken up this morning And yeah, we're not going on the boat today.
So we found out that there is a nail in our tire. Luckily Danny spotted it before we left.
Yeah, luckily we were able to change our ferry tickets. So we're going tomorrow, but this little bugger's inside there, and I'm scared that on the way there it just pops out and all the air comes out. If I pull it out, you'll hear the air. I don't want to drive with it like that. Yeah, I don't want to be driving on a road and there's no place to stop, because we don't have a spare tire. I only have a tire patching kit. So I think today we just got to patch that and then go tomorrow on the ferry. So this is my tire kit. I have one to put in one of these things. They're one of these things to roughen it out before putting in one of those, and it should block the hole. That's why it's called a tire puncher kit. There it goes. Where is it? We don't want to drive over it again.
Oh, there we go. That is the nail.
Not very big at all. Now that we've got most of the air out, just need to roughen this part a little bit so that our plug can actually sit in. Now we just got to take the plug and then plug it. Okay. Yo, that's a lot harder than I thought. Oh. Okay, that's 2/3 in, and then it says quick out.
There we go. Thank goodness we haven't had to use our jack or the compressor before.
Yeah, in a year and a half.
So I think it's good.
Yeah, without a spare tire, not bad. So we don't even have a bar. We need to get to about 4 bar. Alright, so we had 3.2 bar. That is fine according to what the vehicle says. And yeah, there's no leak. Fixed.
Yes.
Not as bad as I thought. We probably could have taken the ferry still today.
We could have, but rather safer than sorry.
Yeah. Good morning. Well, today we are finally going to be taking the ferry. I am going to be missing these electricity points that we've been able to get at free spots in Europe, because England doesn't have such stuff. The only way to get electricity or water is through campsites, and they are expensive in the UK. Are you ready to go?
I think so. Gas is off, vent is closed, windows closed, everything. I think we're good. So before we head to the ferry, believe it or not, we have had a French gas bottle sitting in our boot for almost an entire year. So we want to stop at an Instamart chair in order to hand that back. Plus, these gas bottles, you have to pay like a deposit in order to get one. So we definitely want to get our money back for that, and we'll also be able to free up some space in our boot. So you can see on our internet that it's busy searching for signal.
And that's because we've just entered France. And guess what? We missed the sign.
We were so busy chatting that we missed it, but yeah, we have been traveling with this dongle from Connect PLS, and it's been an absolute game changer. You'll see that in about 2 minutes, not even, this will connect and then we'll have signal again.
What it's doing is it's now just changing from the Belgium cell phone towers to the French cell phone towers, and then we're going to have French internet. It's been an absolute game changer when traveling Europe, because we don't have to chase for SIM cards and all that type of stuff, or apply for a new eSIM. So it's really been a game changer for us in the van, and I don't know what I would do without it.
We have been using Connect PLS throughout our trip here in Europe, and even in the Balkans and Morocco, and we have had amazing signal throughout. So if you guys are looking for unlimited data, I'd highly recommend Connect PLS. We'll leave a link in the description below so that you can go and check them out. And you can see on my phone now that we are connected.
And here we are, the world's most traveled gas bottle. We paid about 34 euro for it, so I'm thinking for an empty one we're going to get about 17 euro. That's what I'm assuming. Bonjour. I have gas bottle.
Pardon?
Gas bottle. Bhutan gas.
Oui, vous avez réglé en quai?
I want to give back.
Ok.
One thing we have struggled throughout Europe is getting gas bottles because every single country has got their own type, their own nozzles. They don't accept other countries' bottles. So we have an Italian one in the car and we have a UK one that we've also kept for an entire year. But we thought because we're going into the UK, we're going to get rid of all the gas bottles, only keep UK gas bottles, and then we'll decide when we come back into Europe what we're going to do. Are they? Hello.
Vous rendez?
Yeah, just give away. So they took our gas bottle back after a few issues. Apparently we had the wrong papers. Not my fault.
But how much did you receive back?
They gave us 34 euro back.
Was it worth it?
Yeah, 34 euro. How many beers are that? But yeah, we're going into Poundland, so we'll have to save this for when we come back in.
Well, off to the ferry we go. There's so many to choose from. Don't get it wrong.
I think we can go in all of them, but because people are creatures of habit, we just follow where people are going.
There are other vans here, so we'll just follow them. Hello. Passports.
You are booked with DFDS.
Yes.
Here is Piero.
Okay, thank
sorry.
you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Oops, well, we came to the wrong company's check-in.
DFDS. There it is right there. This should be the right one. 1118. Is that the number on the sign? Okay, great. Thank you so much. Bye. That was simple. Our petrol light came on.
Oh no.
So we're going into England with no fuel.
Hopefully we'll find a petrol station pretty soon on the other side.
I'm sure we will. It's Dover.
Now we wait.
No, we got slightly interrogated at the UK border. Apparently, from now onwards, if you're an EU citizen, you need an ETA to be able to travel in the UK.
Which is like an electronic visa, and I think he said it was going to be, what, £16 or something like that?
Yeah.
I don't know, we haven't looked into it, but just a heads up for those of you travelling on an EU passport into the UK.
We also paid £130 for our van to take over, including us, back into the UK. It's with a company called DFDS, and we used a website called Direct Ferries. When we actually came from the UK into France, it was £85. So I don't know if this way is more expensive
Or
than
if the
this way,
prices have gotten
or if the
much
price
more.
has seriously increased. Sheesh. We could have taken the Eurotunnel, but that's just more expensive, and it's only half an hour shorter. So it wasn't really worth it. That's why we're taking the ferry. Okay, stretch legs. YMCA. That's not the alphabet, hey? YMCA.
It's definitely not the alphabet. These come bearing snacks. What have you got on us?
I got myself a chicken sandwich.
And me?
The half of the chicken sandwich. There's a whole duty-free store in there.
Ooh.
They got a small little cafe with stuff like this, and then the rest is all alcohol, duty-free alcohol.
Oh, okay. Oh, that looks delicious.
Yummy.
Yum.
Yo, we got schneid from chicken, but otherwise looks pretty good, hey?
It's our lunch.
And here we go.
We are officially on the ferry.
I must say that was way better than going on to Morocco's ferry. Remember that?
Yeah.
Oh, that is terrible.
Alright, remember we are parked on deck number 5.
Well, this is quite a nice ferry. They've got nice little places to sit, and even a little cafe, so we could get a sandwich on here too. We're on the 7th floor of the ferry, and the cars are like from the 5th floor down. Yeah, pretty much the same as every other ferry we've been on.
They have arcade games in here. Pretty cool.
Well, we found the outside area. Nobody's here, so clearly not a lot of smokers on this ferry. Well, we can't see the white cliffs of Dover today. A little bit foggy.
And we are officially leaving the main main continent of Europe. Well, UK is still in Europe, is it not?
It's an island. Is it an island?
Yeah, I don't know. We're leaving France, guys.
Nice change.
Thank you.
Yeah, where is?
Found a spot right next to the window and in the sun. Cheers.
Cheers. Leanne loves coffee. I'm more of a muffin type person. I truly love all brand muffins, but oh, look at that.
So we are officially going to be visiting 5 countries in this video. We were in Germany, France, Luxembourg, Belgium, and now we're going into the UK. So we've been in the EU for 2 months and 1 day. And from Albania to here we have driven 4,349 kilometers.
We almost need to service the van again.
And obviously now we are starting with our second phase of our journey this year, which, if you remember from our first video that we posted this year, is called the Purple Burglar Alarm. In it. Purple Burglar Alarm.
Purple burglar alarm. Purple burglar alarm. Purple burglar alarm. Burglar.
I can't do the Scottish accent. Last time we didn't explore too much of the UK, so I am super excited to see more of it this time round.
There she is, ladies and gentlemen, in all its glory. I am not gonna lie, but that was an awfully tiny rope for a big boat like this.
It was a tiny rope to lead the bigger rope. Did you not see the bigger rope attached to it? Come on.
Oh no. Oh,
See?
that's a bigger one.
I'm not gonna lie, it's really cold here in the UK. I think we're this way. I think we're this way.
There is a lot more trucks here. I have no idea. I hope it's here.
Yes.
Yes, here she is.
Big round! Okay, let's go, let's go. Bye-bye. Bye. Alright, goodbye Ferry. And hello UK. Remember to drive on the correct side of the road now.
Everything's back to normal. It's gonna feel weird, but I'm sure it's gonna kick to me. Just like that.
This is so great. I don't have to face the oncoming traffic anymore. Because I won't lie, that was pretty scary as a passenger. Oh shit.
Welcome to England!
England! Whoop whoop.
I hope you saw that.
Almost missed the sun again. Alright, so we have found our parking spot for the night. There's a castle on the other side of this hill. It's a little parking spot.
I don't know if you remember this place from the last time, before we left over to mainland Europe last time. It's where Leanne cooked 800 grams worth of mince. 800 grams of mince. Hey guys, dinner at our place tonight. Leanne's cooking 800 grams worth of mince.
Alright, I think this is where we're going to end our video today. We are super excited to be here in the UK and we have some big plans while we're here.
Yeah, so if you guys do like this video, please give it a like. Don't forget to subscribe and also leave a super thanks if you can. We'd really, really appreciate it.
And also your recommendations for the UK if you have any.
Yeah, we want to know those. Type them down at the bottom.
But we're back in the UK.
Back in the UK.
And starting our second leg of the adventure.
Yeah, it actually feels really good to be driving on the right side of the road.
The
I feel
correct side of
like I have better control. I think.